That's too quick. Hi, let's go live. I have not been here in ages. So we'll see who turns up. Kind of got to come on regular for folks to come. So we're going to be building it up again. Building it up again. Okay, phone is off. Volume. There's another pizza. I have been working, but it's sit on the couch. Got plenty of red flash. Computer work. So, got some ideas on renovating the office a little. Listen to me. Studio, because that's part of what was keeping me from coming in here, was the mess. All right, we're just going to be quiet for a few minutes and see who comes in. Hello. Anybody who's tuning in late or on the replay after this, just fast forward through this little waiting period. You can do that, you know. I'll get out a heat tool. Not that one. Just looking for something easy. This has one of the little wheels. It's the heatable. I don't know how hot. How hot it has to be. I see somebody. Still getting ready. How's this go? That. Yeah. Let me see who's dropped in. Hi, Gio. Yes, everything is great. Hey, Dutch. I've always had kind of a, not a slump, but a slowdown after the first of the year. And when I was painting full time, that was my couple of months of rest and research and reading books, art books and stuff like that. And then along about the end of February, 1st of March, I would have an idea of something that I wanted to tackle, and then I was off until the end of December. So I still do that, and the YouTube videos just kind of got caught in the middle of that. I love winter weather. I love gray, cloudy skies and snow, but I want to love them in my chair with my babies snuggled in my lap. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. I have a new class concept that I'm going to be trying out here in a couple of weeks. And that's taken a lot of time, and anything worthwhile takes a lot of time. And it's going to be a daily email with a simple drawing exercise and a piece of art and art history or a quote from a famous artist or something like that. So it's kind of an art history combined with a sneaky way to teach you how to draw. And the good news is it's only going to be $27 for 365 days. So I think that's pretty cool. We'll wait for a few minutes. Nobody ever knows exactly what time I'm going to come on, nor do I. So what y'all been up to? Anything exciting? I hear the baby's home. Pull this up just a little. And I got a year's worth of stencils put away this morning. And I managed all my papers. I realized that was part of the reason it always looks so nasty in here is the piles of paper scraps. So Walmart had a special on a bin. There were 4 pieces, and two of them are about this. Get your hand up in there, about like that, and one of those is about this deep, and the second one's about that deep, and then 2 half size. So I put my little paper scraps, the ones that end up in the floor, I put everything in there all in one bin. And then in the big but low bin, I put the full pieces of papers, jelly papers, that had been used or partly used or something like that. And then the full pages, I put them back on the hanger with the clothespin on the, where you hang pants. Each one has its own hanger. So I did that, and I think that's really going to help. So I'm kind of proud of myself today. I don't think I've been out for a show and tell shopping spree in 6 months, but I did Thursday. It's Thursday. And I had fun. Hello, everybody out there who hasn't said hi yet. I know that one of them's me and you two, so that makes 3. I think I'm going to wait a few more minutes. I got clean water. I got clean water to drink. Used to try to keep from going live at the same time other members in a group did, but I'm not in that group anymore, so it doesn't matter now. But anyway, I'm usually here 3:30 to 4 o'clock on Tuesday and Thursday Central Time. So let's go. First thing I did, that was Saturday morning. Oh my God, I've been out twice. I saw in the Tuesday morning ad that they had something that I thought was just so cool. complete with its thick foam thingy. These are all of the USB tools, and it has $100 retail on it, and I got it for $25. So that is cool. You can either plug it into your computer, or you can plug it into one of the square plugs that you use, plug in phones and stuff. And it comes with, I didn't know this till I got to the store, comes with a battery pack. So this holds about 5 hours worth of use, which I just think is awesome sauce. Did I need this? No. But I've got a forgot what it was. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, who shot Shorty? I'll get the big box. This is the box that came in. See? $24.99. And I came home, and each of these tools is about $25. Okay, so I got the rotary tool. That's what that is. You know, distressing stuff and knocking the edges off. And 3 tools with that. And this one is their redesigned heating tool. And it helps you stay aligned. I don't know if you can change out the blades or not, or the patterns, because my heat tool came with about 20 different pattern rollers. And then it came with a glue gun and the power pack. And the coolest felt case. I don't know how practical that's going to be, but we'll try it. And this is the part for the heat tool. It's even got a different plug, so I don't know why if they had problems or not. So there's that, and then this is an extra USB, and there's extra tips for the glue gun, and there's the 2 tips for the grinder. So I was right proud of myself. And our store usually doesn't get stuff all, just because they say that Tuesday Morning has it in their book doesn't mean our store is going to have it. But they did. There was one, and I think somebody maybe put it back for themselves because it was kind of hidden behind some books. And the other thing they had was the Tuesday morning, the memory keepers, right up there. Memory keepers tool set for $19. And I may take this back. I've got a few tools with my Cricut over there, but I was thinking it sure would be nice to have these over here with my workstation. So I might keep it. This is not the We Are Memory Keepers, it's the Cricut. But if it's not made by We Are Memory Keepers, I'll eat my hat because they're exactly the same. So there's that. Get the big stuff out of the way. And then I got some, not tie-dyed, wood block print fabrics. I'm getting ready to gear up with Robin McClendon on a project that she's doing. I can't get it open. Maybe I can get one out this way. Yeah, you're thinking. Batik, that's what I'm trying to think of. So that's a pretty good little piece of fabric. They've always had these fat quarters, I guess you call them. And it was regular price $13. I got it for $6. That'll be good to have in the stash. Yeah, it is. I just don't need to do it too much because it's so packed in here. When I was at Walmart, I saw that they had the foil quill. I've talked myself out of the tools because I swear to God you can do it with a regular heat tool. So we're going to try that. I have not been able to figure out what the heat temperature is on the quill pens. But I've got regulators for my wood burning tools because of encaustic. So that may work. And I got some napkins that are different than my usual style, but I didn't realize they were both black. Well, so what? Those will be real pretty. And picked this up at Tuesday morning. All of these little tools were 30% off. And I have the bigger one, the little one. That probably wouldn't be such a good idea. Let's do it up here. I've got the smaller one. It's pink. And I really like it because it's easy to hold in your hand. I've got the big crocodile, but it's too much trouble if you just need to do something little. So there's that. And then, put that right there. This, I love it. This is a tag punch. Surely I can find a piece of paper. I put it all away. Well, let me get a piece of cardstock that I can make a tag out of. The thing I liked about this is that it has 3 sizes. Let's see, that's just about right for the big one. It's not the biggest in the whole world, but it got to have some muscle. I guess it doesn't like cardstock. Okay, let's try that again. There. I was afraid I was going to break it. Now, look at that. Isn't that cute? And then I know that won't go. Yeah, I know I put some in here. Oh, where are things when you need them? Let's do this because this is not very likely tag material. Okay, now this one is to there. Move this so I don't get burned. Now there's a line there. I didn't tear the edge off. Yes, I am tool challenged. Now, plain top. Yeah, well, you just saw me have a problem with it. I'm wondering if you took a little piece of paper okay. Here's some. Here's something. Okay, now this one goes here. You know, if you had arthritic problems, you would not be able to use these punches. So here's the little one. I want to see if you can make a corner reinforcer. Not that way. And it sure does put an indentation there for one, but I'm afraid you'll have to cut that yourself. And probably a little washi wouldn't hurt. I'm so glad you guys like watching me fumble around with stuff. Well, it makes enough of a impression that you might be able to trim around it. Let's see, I've got a smallish. Yeah. Not weird. I do somewhere. I know. Anyway, I have a small hole punch here. So you could punch it first and then align it where you want your hole and punch it, and then you get maybe not, but it's the idea. Okay, put those away. So, hi Nashua. Oh, is Rosemary here? Kimberly, hey guys, y'all snuck in while I was standing on my head looking for a hole punch. So anyway, there's the puncher. I don't have very many punches. I never did card stuff. Okay, here's something else. Randy's a big duck hunter, so he was taking this square farm metal grid fencing and tying weeds and stuff to it for duck hunting, to make a blind. And we had a little snow dusting, and I thought, man, those are so cool. I'd like to take a picture, and that'll be texture. So anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. Wanted to show you. All right, let me check my phone, see what's going on over here. Hey, Rosemary, you want to come in, or are you boiling today? So we did that. Okay. This is the little I just had that book. There it is. I'm working on a project with Robin McClendon, and it's going to be in this size sketchbook, which is 8.5 by 11. These aren't that easy to find. Arteza has one, and I'm jumping. Wish I could learn to turn that software on before. Come on. Before I go live, and then it'll knock us out for a minute. So if I go black, just sit tight. All I have to do is refresh my screen. And I'm going to turn off autofocus because that'll drive you crazy. All right. And we are knocked off. So I'm going to refresh. All right. That's just the light changing. Anyway, I spent hours last week looking for a good journal for this project. And the journal I usually work in is the one that I got, just a writing journal that I got at Goodwill store. And that paper is just like bond paper. I mean, it's not, you can see through it and everything else, but it worked great for the technique. And Michael's had some, but they wouldn't ship those books. I could have gone down to Rosemary's, but I didn't. And Arteza had one that was, they were $23, I believe, for two of them, this 8.5 by 11, and 68-pound paper. So that's $11 a book, roughly. The ones that Robin found at Michael's was buy one for $7 and get one half off or something. So it's pretty cheap. And then through all the research I did, I remembered that De La Rowney, the Simply brand that they sell to Walmart, or maybe other chains, I don't know, has a line of books. And I remembered buying this one way back. You remember this, Rosemary? And I was using little scraps to do the same kind of intuitive journaling. And I was using a stamp from Moonmaker. I bought a bunch of those little bitty stamps, and I think they're so cute. So I thought that would be a good way to use them. Anyway, this is the paper, and this is 65 pound. A little bit lighter than the 68, but look at those pages. They are flat, flat, flat. They don't bleed through. Nothing. So I thought, you know, there's no reason why that won't work. So these books are $8. Paper's not quite as yellowed, or quite as creamy, I should say. And this is a little smoother, but it doesn't really matter doing, you know, a little bit of acrylic paint and some collage. So anyway, part of this little project is going to be the things I made last week, the library card things with inserts. I found these little tags at Tuesday morning, and I've got my passport stamps, which is part of the overall thing. We're pretending that we're going places, I think. These were all a couple bucks a piece from Amazon. And then I bought these back in the summer. I remember showing them to you, but I want to get some. This is from AliExpress. I want to get some postcard size paper from Kirkland because it works so well for alcohol ink and for this kind of thing. And photograph these antique cards because they're thick, and I think they're probably too thick to split. Might be able to. But I can scan these and print them on the photo cardstock and use them like that for postcards on my travels, you see. I got this at AliExpress. It was next to nothing for all these. Some of them have little images of stamps. So, and Randy went to Denver last weekend to see the BBs, and I had to stay here and stay with these BBs. But he brought me a ticket for my rail pass, so that'll be cute in one of my envelopes that I make. So I am ready. Now, let's get this out of the way. Put that right there for the time being. I love the quill pens, but I'm not that crazy about another heating tool. Let's try it on the back of this one. I have some foils here, but I don't know if they're heat activated. So again, I got these at Walmart. They were cheaper than they are everywhere else. I don't know if they sell the little pens or not. I was tired at that point. Well, that didn't work. What else you got? That'll work. A scalpel. You'd think there'd be an easy way to get into it, but no. They sealed it. Okay, it goes shiny side up. I think just one piece will do it, but since I got 3. And I've watched people do this and they tape it down, but this is a small piece, so I'm gonna be brave. And it worked just perfect. You can't see that. Coolio. I've got some bigger chips here. Let's unplug this. That's my fuse tool that I got. All these heat tools are the very same. They're all based on a wood burning tool. Let me see if anybody's hollering at me. Hi, Nancy. Joycey. I've been seeing you on YouTube occasionally, but I've been missing you everywhere else. It worked. Let's do this one. Is that the best one? So there's a diagonal one. A ruffledy one. These are so tiny. We'll try this one. And so that means I've got all my other ones over there with. While this is heating up, I'll get those. Takes a while to cool down. I'll just gently lay it across my finger. Okay. That's in. Yeah. Now these are combination wood burning kits. And there are some really cool ideas in here. I use these for encaustic now, remember. I've also got that big clover iron. All these little symbols like this are the wood burning ones. So keep your eye peeled for, used sets. Here's something that'd be like a calligraphy point. straight points. I think there's another calligraphy in here. Don't know. There's just a shape, diamond lines. There's a big round smooth one. There's an encaustic brush made out of metal. Look at this teeny little flower petal shape. So anyway, that's cool. Now we're going to see how it works here in just a minute. See what else is in here. These are, I'd have to try that to see what they do, which we can do. I've got another one and another one. Let's see what's in this other box. This is metal tools, or these are metal tools. So I don't know that they will work. That one definitely won't because it's plastic. Another little metal brush. So there's plenty in the other box. This is for making patterns on metal. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm back. It's good to see you guys. I was telling them at the beginning that I've had people making sure I was okay because I've been so erratic coming on. Yeah, I'm doing fine. This time of the year is just kind of a nesting time. And when it gets cold, I'd rather sit in my chair with my babies. All right. I'm not sure what this does. It's got 3. Maybe it's just not hot yet. Oh, it's a line of 3 dots. There we go. Works just great. So that's a line of 3 dots. I'm not going to turn it. I'm not going to unplug it this time. I live dangerously with these things. Let's try this big one. And these are all uniform sizes, unless you get into the British ones. Now we'll let that get hot and see what that does. Nope. Okay, put some of this back. See, I'm not very talkative, Rosemary. You'd be telling a story. That's the one we're using. And that looks like gold. So what are the packages? Goldfinch. Boy, these places love to sell us stuff. It doesn't say that it's got two colors in it, but that one definitely does. Okay, y'all get up there out of the way. I didn't get out the calligraphy. Oh, look, here's a moon. Isn't that cute? These big things are made for encaustic, and these are exact reproductions of what the ancient Egyptians used for their encaustic work. That one and this one. Isn't that cool? I love old stuff. Brush. Brush. There's a square tip. That looks like that's it. What's that little moon? Would have been nice to have thought about it when you picked it up. You can buy these tips too all day long online. Now y'all saw it. And there it would be. Can't imagine. It must make a scallop line. I don't think it's hot enough yet. Nope. I'm impatient. Joycey, good to see you. The foil? I don't know. That's the way they show it on the front with the... And we got results. It doesn't say. Yeah, they're putting the white, I mean the this side up. All right, get hot. This is why I have several tools. Hey, Linda. Gosh, it's Old Home Week. I really have not been doing nothing, guys. And if everything goes according to Hoyle, which it never does, I'll have this little class idea ready to go soon. Got to do something. Not hot enough. That's all there is to it. Excuse me. And I've got my classes that I signed up for. That's been niggling at me. I'm just 3 or 4 weeks behind. Not quite. It's strange. Oh, it probably is because I went up and back. Made a double line. All right. Anyway, Rose, remember this one? I've worked on that at your house several times. I'm going to start working in it again, too, along with all the others that I'm not working in. But it's kind of fun to work little because we're going to be working in that big one. So, Walmart, Dalarowny. This little one is $5. It's made identical to a moleskine. It's got this with fabric gusset. I don't know how you say moleskine, but that's a really, really good deal. Okay, are you hot yet? It's funny because it wiggles. There's no way to tighten the two pieces. Maybe it's supposed to wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's trying. It's a lot of area to heat. Yeah, wrap your fingers around it. And I know this gets hot enough because to fuse and cut plastic. And then, like I said, they're all the same anyway. I have to use a heat regulator when I'm using it with wax because they get hot enough to burn wood. Okay, talk to me. You watched anything gorgeous lately? Hey, Katie's. So you have 5 kiddos or 5 pets. Randy just got back from Denver with our 5 under 10. He had a ball. I had to stay here with our 3 kiddos. The Littles. It's a rock band now. I named them BJ and the Littles. This one is not getting hot enough, but I can see here where it's trying to come off. Slowly she turns. And I was very optimistic one night and signed up for a subscription site for oil painting because I miss doing that. It's been about 6 years since I've had any intensive training. Sometimes you just like to revisit. Gosh, it's trying. We're not going to waste a whole lot more time on this. On this one. Okay, that's enough. It's so big in diameter. I imagine that's what's taking the heat a while to get there. All righty. Let's do the little moon. It's hot, but not hot enough. You can see through it. See? Yay! I don't have to buy the little calligraphy pen and the point pen. And I've noticed the way that's designed, the point is down where you can hardly see it if you're writing with it. Where I've got 2 inches here, I can see what it's doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. So my foils are right here. No. Deco foil, and I don't think these work. Does anybody know? I don't think these are heat. Thermal web, well, therm is hot. And I bet that's not either. But I bet I'll find out before too long. I went in there first. It came out of that door. It won't go back in. I'm going to try this on the dark side. On the dark side of the moon. See, I can't wait. Nope. Not ready yet. Look at that white hair. It looks like a dandelion. Hey, Gail. Are you talking to me, Rosemary? It isn't. I promise. You gotta wait for it to get hot. I mean, why else would we have gotten this? Rosemary's my twin sister from a different mother. So y'all don't take our back and forth serially. Well, you know, it's kind of hard to listen to chat and do something. We know it got hot enough. See, now look, right here. White side down. We'll get out a wood burner. It might, but like I said, these are all just alike. And I think Walnut Hollow makes most of them. Feel it then. All right. Nothing. That is so strange. You saw that, but it was less metal getting to the. It was less distance than this big heavy one. So I'm gonna try it just a little bit more, and then we'll do something else. Let's smell the hot. Aha. Nothing. So it's this side. It works. That's a calligraphy point. Wood burner might get hotter. I don't know. Maybe they've got this one with a regulator on it. Let's put this one in here. This one's not hot enough. Okay, I'll look at chat. Sunny side up. I like that. Yeah, if I was just a chit chatter storyteller, I would do something inane like, just scraping paint on paper or something. I always try to do something worthwhile, which, that's. I got some new paints. Show you those while we wait. I got the, must be some glue down there or something. Dragon glaze. I opened this the other day in the living room. That's why I just opened. Part way. Ah. They don't want you getting into them. Close your eyes, Rosemary. I spent a lot of time, too, looking at glitters and stuff that are suspended in clear. Some folks don't understand that this type of paint is to be used real thin. See, just those few drops, and I've got plenty left. Just microscopic, kind of greenish. What else do I got? Is that the one I just had out? Yeah. And I got the Raspberry Flash. These may not be new to y'all. I've been on the buying freeze. It's a nice color. It's kind of coppery. And it flashes purple, maybe? Yep, that's what it looks like. Now we'll let those dry while I smell this heat. You can't be too anal with this because you can't see what you're doing. It may just be this tool. I mean, this thing. Oh, another bottle somewhere, maybe in there. Nope. But yep. It's in there. It's just a real fine line. See it? So that's the tool. That's not the operator. Well, it's there, but it's such a fine line. Okay, so we know what that one does. Now I've got that sucker on, so that's going to still be hot. Come on now. It's burning off the encaustic. I don't know where that other color is. And that, we know, that's red flash. Here's emerald flash. Don't you hate these childproof foil things? Of course, it's probably old lady proof. It's okay, I just dropped my X-Acto. Actually, these are scalpels. Green is not my thing, but that doesn't mean it can't be mixed with something. Green flashes to blue. Blue. So that makes it kind of like the aqua. So that might come in. Okay. Bye, Joycey. Yeah, they're great on the jelly plate. And I, believe it or not, have gone through several small bottles. It came off, but it's not gold. So obviously I did something. Oh, I know what it did. It melted through the whole thing. Okay, so just that. See how hot these get? Nope. So then that would mean I need to put the regulator on and turn this one down a little bit. See, it's melting through the whole thing. Well, alrighty. We know about that now. I'm going to unplug these before I hurt myself. Okay, clean that up. Don't let it touch the plastic bottle. I don't really need to put these back in here. So somewhere in between the fuse tool and the wood burning tool, we have an answer. Let's just move these right on up here out of the way. Now, that is a pretty color. I gotta go find that other one. Was it the green? No. Hang on, I'll be right back. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. It is the Dragon Shift in the color paint. I mean, color shift Dragon. I'll get it out in a minute. Okay, I have messed around for an hour. That's okay. Put that up. So it's just a matter of temperature on these pins. And we'll have that figured out. I've seen a couple of wood burning tools lately that have a regulator built into it, which when I got mine, if you wanted to regulate it, you had to do it with one of the industrial type. Cool. Put this away. And let's see what's in my little bucket. Now what I'm doing is making up some things to have on hand, like you would put in a journal, that, like my moon journal, my boy in the moon journal. And I don't know if I want to mess with this or not. Anyway, I'll show you. Things like this already made up. And the journals are the Midori style. Remember I won Robins? Still smells good. So when she got finished with hers, it was way thick. But all she does is leaves this in, because that's kind of like your inside cover. Takes all these pages out and puts new ones in for the next year. So anyway, Midori style. I got my little library cards that I made. That one turned out good. So anyway, that's what I'm doing there. It's kind of nice to have them all in one spot. And I put in a bunch of cardstocks and some. Well, they just painted that whole thing on there. And this is where keeping clothing tags or stuff like this is good, because you could make the library card thing just out of a Listerine pack. They probably don't even make those anymore. I've had it so long. Okay. Put this in here. I see a cracked lunch fixing to happen. So if it makes a big noise, just ignore it. Okay, so now here's my little bin. I got 2 of these and then a twice this size, 4-inch thick or so. And then another one that is this thick. And they were under $10. And there were 4 in this bucket. And then I got 4, 9, 8 of a this size but deeper. So that's good. I didn't put that in that bucket. Damn it. So this is all my scraps that used to be in my floor. So I can just pull that out, get out my little book, and start on a page. This was that's the yellow flash. It doesn't, you don't get a whole lot of bang for your buck, but it is a pretty gold color. These are the Dollar Tree clips. You get 8 or 10 of them for $1. So every time I'm in Dollar Tree, I just buy some. That's a piece that needs to be painted on. I don't know what that is, but it's kind of cool. All right. And this is also a way to use up some stuff that aren't really colors that I particularly like. Maybe there. Kind of matches. Kind of like that. Oh well, don't hurt anything down here. Oh, I got this new paint last week. This is Golden's Titan Green Pale. It's a gorgeous color. And I think they make another couple of Titans. Here, this one. Okay. Every time you move stuff in your studio, it takes ages to find out where it belongs. Isn't that a pretty color? Now remember what I said, this stuff does not mess up these pages, so this paper is pretty daggone good. I'm just going to leave this piece raggedy. Remember, with intuitive journaling, you do not plan it and you do not overthink. You just do. And that's how I've gotten some really pretty pages. Looks like it was cut to fit that page, doesn't it? I was going to put that up under here. I have a little bit of open time. There. I just love how the papers, none of them were done to go together. They might have been done in the same session. And of course, you're using the same colors. If I put that down, that'll be 4. Kind of liking on that. Isn't that just cute? Gosh, it's been a while since I've been in here. There's a little bitty 0.05, I think. 0.25. Donna and Patty and a couple others are going to a workshop in Phoenix this weekend with Robin. I was too late to get nobody in this pen's writing. I think it's been dipped in something. I'm going to go ahead and put that down because I want to. Paint side up. And let's see. Now I've had the pen in here. Now I'm trying to get the pen back in the hole. There you go. Now, we got us a page. Gal, I've been. Let me go back up. Hey, function. Okay, back up. Yeah, Andrea. Yeah, I'm so rousing. I just keep everybody speechless. Hey, mom isn't in here, function, so you do whatever you want. I know, isn't that kind of cool? No. Oh, he made a pot of beans this morning. Some kind of jambalaya type beans, and he ate them for lunch, and I ate leftover pizza, so I'll have beans tonight. Okay, so another little page. These are so easy. Try that. Da, 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 da. That pen was writing pretty good. It's just so dang little. Come on, focus. Okay, then don't. I don't know where this paper came from. It's got ridges in it. My thing is plugged. You can't be plugged. I've had my pen in it. This is that glue by Glitter Art Glitter Adhesive. It's really good. But that hole better not clog up on me. So it must be in there. I got a good. All right. Poopy. And I don't want to lose the pen because it's a stainless steel pen. I'll work on that later. I'll work on that after y'all leave. Gail, I've been working on a little class, a 365 daily draw that's going to be really cool and really little and $27. So that's what I've been working on. It's probably going to take another month because somebody's got to design all those 365 daily prompts. Okay, I like that. Nope. No more paper painting until I get these boxes a little under control. Because if you just keep making and making and making, you get overwhelmed. Oh, there's some handmade paper. I mean, Ecuador rosemary paper. I'm not going to be here much longer. Well, I meant on the channel. Won't be live much longer. I had a little piece of washi tape earlier. I thought I put it up there to go in with my but I'll tell you what we can do. I think that one can be thrown away. What do you just think? I've been making washi with just little pieces. It sure is nice to have on hand. That little thing's not working real good. There, I like that one better. Mm-hmm. That's exactly the right length, so I guess that means we should do it. This is an encaustic monoprint. It's a little better proportion. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. I took my glasses off thinking I could see better, and I don't. It didn't do very good, did it? Good enough for who it's for. Got that little rosemary flavor going on. I'm just going to fold that up. I can always do something else, but you see this piece was a little bit too wide for the tape, so I just ran a shorter one. Just the scraps, ma'am, just the scraps. But there, fit perfect. I'm going to move that up just a little. About like right there. When you do a monoprint, always check the back of it, because sometimes you'll get a better print on the back side where it has bled through. And if I do that, put that right up in that corner, then I can have that raggedy line right there. Yeah. Let's pick a stamp. Doot, 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 doot. I don't know why, but I'm going with that China one. And I know you're supposed to season these first or something. I'm looking for my red midi. I guess this is it. It's purple. Purple. I want red. See, I told you there was going to be a cracked lunch. Not a bad one, though. Just not there. So that's up. Pretty cool. Okay, guys. I think that's going to do it for me today. What time is it? 5:30? It's about right. Don't want to keep y'all too long. Let's see what you're talking about. I started out with 24 square inches. I'm reading back. All right. I went back up to Randy cooking. Yeah. Yep, a clogged thing. That's what the pen is for. Yeah, ooh-hoo. This is by a woman in our group that we all, lots of us watch. Robin McClendon. She's a professional bookbinder, taught in schools and museums on the East Coast. She said this is the best glue stick because it's sticky and archival. It's got a little bit of an open time, and she's never had it fall off, had anything fall out of one of her journals. So I get it on Amazon. You get 12 in a package for around $30, 24 if you can find it in the warehouse, or 35 if they're out to rob you. So yeah, that's what I use. You know what? I enjoy journaling a whole lot better now that I've been using glue stick, because you don't have a drying problem, you don't have crumpled pages, and it dries real quick. So that's my testimonial. I think they're the same, and some of my blue ones have turned white pretty quick. So go figure. Okay, thanks, Jeannie. Well, I didn't get too bad a print there. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. I finished my two bigger ones, the 6x8s. And this is the cheap book. Well, I mean, they're all cheap. Look, isn't that nice? All glue stick. And the pages are really nice and flat. This one's been in a book in a bookcase. And this is the one I just finished around Christmas time. These books came from Goodwill, and they're just plain old lightweight paper. So anyway, these are just more of the intuitive stuff. Some are colorful and some are not. This is not going to stick because it's a piece of waxed encaustic, so it's not going to stick. That other glue will hold it. In theory being that if, you know, if somebody just fell in love with something and said, oh my God, I want that by my fireplace, then I could reduplicate this or duplicate this on a bigger canvas. But it's also fun to go back and look at your own stuff. And your mood changes day by day. You know, sometimes you want bright color and sometimes you don't. You want subdued. So Robin McClendon got me into these. She uses it for a way to start her day. There's a blank page. How about that? All of the papers are mine for the most part, are sent to me. Then I got a couple at the end. So there's that one, and then this one was the newer one. If I got it upside down, I do. This is a face that I put on a jelly plate with pan pastels and then clear gel medium on top of it to get it to come off. And it was on already crumpled paper, like this type stuff. This is an oil left over. It was paint left over from doing oil paint on a jelly plate. Isn't that cool? I mean, it's the only thing I think I've finished in mixed media. Lots of collage. Lots of ink. What? The powder that you heat up. Embossing powder. Drop cloth paper. That one doesn't fit, but oh well, you get what you pay for. This is from a wood block. I got the idea that when I took all my stamps off the wood blocks, that I would use them and carve patterns into them. No, that wood must not be the kind of wood they use. I ended up using a Dremel tool and still couldn't get it to bite into the wood. There's some more from Rosemary's. From the grate, I guess it was. So anyway, that's that. So I'm all ready for 2020. Start some new ones. And I had lost, well, it wasn't lost. It was just misplaced in my studio. So that'll be fun to finish. Anybody got anything else to say? Yeah, I think I got Patty on her, and then now Patty's got Sandra, and they're going out for that workshop. So Patty and I are going to be on some sort of a project with Robin this year. We're not real sure yet what it is. So yeah, she's got a real good YouTube channel, and then her Patreon. I'm on the $6 level, or maybe I went up to 10. She's got a $6 level. And she gives away printouts of her work so that you can use them in collage, and two videos a week and then one on YouTube a week. So it's well worth the little bit of dollars to get all the extra stuff on Patreon. Well, thank you, Gia. It's new for me. I didn't get, and I still don't. It seems like to me the mixed media stuff is see how many layers you can put on. And Robin's style is minimalist by comparison. So that suits me. And she kind of has a direction on jelly plating too. That helps me. If I just sit down and willy-nilly with all the colors that are here, nothing would be cohesive. But this is all muted tones for the most part, organic looking. Not that, but onion skin paper and tissue paper and just a real nice assortment of colors, and they all go together. All right, puppies. I will be back here on Thursday. I'm going to try real hard to get back into a routine. You know, try to get back into a routine. Shoot. So, you guys have a good rest of the week, and I will see you on Thursday. Okay? I love you all. Let me know if you have any requests. We can do just about anything. And I'm going to continue organizing in here a little bit. Make it where I don't hate coming in here. Alrighty, I'm going to hang up now. Bye.